Welcome everyone. What's Left Podcast? John here with Jake and Brad. We are the punk rock garage band of podcast, adding our voice to resistance here on the northeastern branch of the Antifa propaganda network, the Derealization Nation Network. We are completely and totally independent. We take no money from sponsors, so please like, subscribe, push us out into the algorithm. And if you want, you can help us out with a subscription on Substack or buying some merch on derealizationnation.com. But we got a lot of stuff to get into. We like to play around and dive into conspiracy theories on Sundays. But the news itself is just a giant conspiracy theory all of the time. So we're going to start there, and we would be remiss if we did not mention what's going on in Gaza. We just have to bring attention to that as much as possible all the time. Guys, so I want to say that the UK, Canada, Australia, all will recognize the Palestinian state. And coming up this week, so will Portugal, Belgium, France, New Zealand, up to 147, joining the 147 other countries. So pretty much the entire world, minus the United States, is recognizing a Palestinian state. That has fed no children so far. So it really is just meaningless babble until somebody does something. And Israel, of course, keeps acting with impunity because they have the backing of the United States. And the president of the United States, guys, threatened to go back to war with Afghanistan today. I don't know if you heard about that one, but he demanded the return of Bagram Air Base to the people who built it, who technically would be the Soviets, which might also be Trump. I'm not sure. It says after all, Day for Conspiracies, and old Krasnov does act like a Russian asset pretty much all of the time. He was also said that he didn't know about the Russian air fighters over, had not been briefed about the fighter jets, Russian fighter jets that flew over Estonia 4 days ago. Guys, any chance that Donald Trump is not a Russian asset working with the Israeli government to clear them out and establish a billionaire vacation resort?
I mean, he flat out told us he was setting up a billionaire vacation resort 2 months ago or 3 months ago or whatever. So I'd be surprised if he wasn't planning on building a billionaire vacation resort.
Yeah. Oh, and Jake, remember we talked about you brought it a couple weeks ago about uh the plans have been leaked about the resort. Well, guess who was sitting next to Donald Trump at Charlie Kirk's memorial service today? None other than Elon fucking Musk. Just fucking chilling together. Mm-hmm. Billionaires don't really fight.
Situationship. Situationship.
Remember when fucking Elon said he was going to start another party to fight the Republican Party? That was fucking hilarious.
He's just really, really bad. Says, I want to have my own slumber party and you're not invited. And then, Trump got sad and they called each other eventually and made up. Now they're back to sleeping in the same house again.
Yeah, you invested $250 million into the Trump campaign, buddy. You ain't going anywhere.
No, I mean it is starting to pale in comparison to how much the UAE has invested into the current Trump presidency. But it is what it is. They got him there. Uh, yeah, so that's what's going on in the news basically. But in the world of conspiracy type news, the Epstein files, fellas, slowly but surely leaking. I want to play a clip of Congress people reacting. I don't know how in the media was this? How much of this did you guys see that the deposition for Alex Acosta, the prosecutor who gave Jeffrey Epstein his sweetheart deal way back in the day, the non-prosecution agreement for his co-conspirators, was deposed privately by Congress. And we were getting those transcripts on Tuesday. And something else is happening on Tuesday. We'll talk about that on the other side of this clip.
I'll tell you, after the first hour sitting with Alex Acosta, I found him to be completely non-credible as a witness.
He also would not admit that Mr. Epstein received a sweetheart deal.
He thinks that his sweetheart deal was actually the best course of action.
He seems to be pretty dug in on the decisions that he made.
It seems like Mr. Acosta really had no idea about what was going on in his own office.
He refused to accept
what those survivors have told us.
Something doesn't smell right here.
This is somebody who is not clearly answering questions.
And so he is completely not credible. And has been clearly involved in the broader cover-up that is happening right now, clearly being directed by the White House and the Attorney General.
That really couldn't have been more clear or consistent in what they said about the testimony. So somehow Alex Acosta insists he didn't do anything wrong. Just like Epstein co-conspirator Ghislaine Maxwell insists she didn't do anything wrong. Same way Donald Trump insists he did not do anything wrong.
Yeah, nobody did anything. Nothing happened. It was all a big smear. Ed Stansbury brought up asked 40 women brought forth testimony, and Alex Acosta read none of them before he made his decision. So yeah, I mean, this thing is getting disgusting, guys. Thoughts on the deposition?
I don't watch any mainstream news, so I didn't see that. And now the new USA-owned algorithm of TikTok is not putting that on my feed anymore because, as we know, the Supreme Leader now controls TikTok as well.
Yes.
And it's becoming more apparent every day. But no, I didn't see that.
May his cankles live forever.
I've known about Alex Acosta and the sweetheart deal prior to this, but I did not realize that it was actually him giving a deposition on it right now.
Yeah. Yeah, despite the fact that Hakeem Jeffries and Chuck Schumer would have you believe that there's nothing that could be done in the minority, new chair of the Oversight Committee, who is a millennial. That's right. That's right, a millennial. And the first openly gay man to hold the position, Robert Garcia, has done the Lord's work and he's the one who got the birthday book out. He's the one who got this deposition done. He is out there kicking ass, taking names. And you've seen that slew of Congress people. It's pretty much a murderer's row there with who they got going. They do a great job. But yeah, Jake, did any of this trickle into your feed about the Acosta deposition?
Nope. Didn't know who the man was until I just watched that video.
Yeah, well, if you're deep into the Epstein thing, you know who Alex Acosta is for sure. Because he was the first prosecutor. He could have put him away, but chose not to. He's the one who let Epstein out on work release, where he continued to molest women, or children, really. I guess I should just say children. So yeah, they got that done, and then they're going to release the entire transcript on Tuesday. And I know one thing that has been coming across your TikTok feed, Brad. And that's the fucking Rapture. Could you imagine being so in the fucking files that you have to tell your followers to start talking about Jesus coming back on Tuesday to avoid hearing the transcript of Alex Acosta?
Tuesday?
It's Tuesday. Yeah, they coincide.
The 23rd.
The 23rd. Jesus comes back.
Before my birthday? Can you wait?
I would just like one.
Jake, I don't think any.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I don't think any of the people invited to your party are gonna. I don't think it'll be fine. That'll be fine.
I would just like any Christian to show me in the Bible where it talks about the rapture.
Or September 23rd, 2025.
For people that like swear by the Bible, and that's why they hate gay people and hate trans people and hate women because the Bible tells them to. The rapture is not in the Bible.
No,
it's not in there. It's not in the book.
Well, I'll also say before that it also doesn't say anything about hating anybody of any kind in the Bible either, but here we are.
The Bible tells them specifically that they need to hate the gays and the women and anybody who doesn't love the Supreme Leader.
Alleged.
Yes.
I'm just saying on the day of
Christians, it's also alleged. There's no actual sayings inside the Bible about abortions being wrong.
No, God, no. The Catholic Church didn't even bother with it until like the 70s, until it literally became a political wedge issue, and they drove that stuff after they had to stop with the Jim Crow stuff.
On the day of Charlie Kirk's visual, I don't understand why the government doesn't do something to
On
commemorate.
this, the hallowed
Yeah,
day.
doesn't do something to commemorate his loss and do something that he wanted, like releasing the Epstein files. Let's not
Oh,
forget, Charlie Kirk started calling for the Epstein files, and now he's no longer with us.
well, Brad, if you want to stay with us, you better stop bringing it up. That's crazy talk, bro. No, 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 no. That's not what we're doing today. What we are doing today, though, is having a giant fucking revival type tent revival in Tempe, Arizona, or I don't know, someplace in Arizona. And they're gathering. Uh, I've seen reports of 200,000 people, then it whittled down to 95,000 people. It was a packed stadium of people, a very large, very, very big crowd.
They did great there.
They did great. He does great there.
He does
And
great there.
he does great there. And that Supreme Leader, not fat at all, great golfer, number one, Mr. Trump, uh, had to take it upon himself to take credit for the crowd size during his portion of the speech, which they did not. It is so happened just so recently that they have not cut video clips of it yet. So everything I have is transcript, so I can't play any video of it. But I do have a video of Donald Trump speaking to the power and the importance of the moment and how much it means to him. And we really have like Jimmy Kimmel pointed out, and it got him fired, how passionately Donald Trump is grieving his friend. And no one grieves like the Supreme Leader. No one could grieve better. No one possibly has been better at grieving in the history of the world. And here we have some more of that.
A time of whatever. Celebrate the life of a great man today. Really a great man. He's a young man, but a great man, and we look forward to it. It really is. We want to look at it as a time of healing, a time of whatever. That something like this could have happened is not even believable.
We're also grieving or whatever.
I love how he forms a sentence.
They're like, hey, Donnie, next time they ask you about Charlie Kirk, could you not mention the ballroom?
Right.
And he said, yeah, I'll figure it out, dude. I'll figure it out.
I'll try. But he had nothing. He got to ballroom. He's like, oh, don't say ballroom. Don't say ballroom. Whatever.
Whatever. The attendance at that vigil tonight was larger than any rally during Trump's campaign.
Charlie draws bigger crowds.
A 31-year-old podcaster drew more people than the president of the United States of America.
Well, if that won't get you popped in Trump's America, I don't know what will.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. The crowds are huge. No one was leaving.
That's true. No one's ever seen crowds like Trump's crowds.
No one ever fell asleep. No one.
No, in fact, no one left this Arizona rally. Jake, do you have that portion there? You put that one up.
Which one?
It'll be one of the black and white
script one?
Yep.
Oh gosh, so much pressure. Is this the one?
No, but we'll go with this one first, and then we'll go to the next one. This was part of Trump's speech. Trump said, "I hate my opponents, and I don't want what's best for them."
Yes.
Trump goes on to praise Kirk as a missionary with a noble spirit who did not hate his opponents. He did, though. But then, in direct contrast to Kirk's show of forgiveness, which we'll get to, the president gave a message of anger and vengeance, telling the crowd, "I hate my opponents. I don't want what's best for them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for Erica. But now Erica can talk to me and the whole group, and maybe they can convince me that that's not right, but I can't stand my opponent."
But
I don't know who he's talking about. He doesn't know who he's talking about, likely.
Didn't he also call us like dumb and stuff?
Oh yeah. He spent the whole time. He went through the whole routine. He gave him the rally speech. He gave him the classics. He talked about Joe Biden. Still talking about Biden.
Sleepy Joe.
He's got such a crush on Biden. It's crazy. Like the hard on that he has for Joe Biden won't quit. Give me the other black and white one, please, Jake. And then we'll get to what Erica Kirk said, which I don't know. So several attendees, this is according to The Guardian, several attendees were leaving the stadium while Trump continued his remarks in honor of Charlie Kirk. Part members part grievance happened at 4 p.m. local time, meaning some of the guests had spent more than 12 hours waiting for the speech. The president's tribute started about an hour behind schedule, as he often does. He expressed affection for Kirk, who the large crowds of the president repeated complimented, but the Trump also veered from the service, teasing a major medical announcement, touting his tariffs and mocking Joe Biden. And of course, he said that he would give the Presidential Medal of Freedom to Charlie Kirk, something he's also given to, like, I don't know, everybody. Miriam Adelson, a whole bunch of war criminals. Pretty much lost its meaning. So yeah, that's what's going on there. The whole thing was just is nuts. Like the New York Times headline is lionizing him. Guys, I don't know. Like, what if you had to put a word on how fucking over the top this so-called grieving of Charlie Kirk is? How would you describe it? Start, Jake.
How would I describe it?
Yeah, how fucking is this? This isn't normal.
No.
And it's not grieving. So what the fuck what are we watching here?
We were watching people, I don't even know. It's so embarrassing. Like I've never
Cringe?
Like I love pop culture and like I've had like people I like Mac Miller was a big one for me, but I did not grieve him like this.
Yeah. It's like there was a post on Twitter just like about one of them just said like y'all are getting really gay with this shit.
It's really, really angry and strange and who it's I don't know.
Yeah. And they're all doing the same thing. There's sort of like this they. Like they just keep saying they or opponent.
Now they use pronouns. That's crazy. Just crazy.
Do you think that has something to do with it? Do you think they're using they specifically so they can like a dog whistle toward trans people?
Yeah, maybe it's like some weird like psychological thing, and if they start using it, like people will just assume that they're talking about trans people, and it's like this weird mind control thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the one in Alaska.
Well, they love a dog whistle because they love to say things that they think people don't know what they're talking about, you know?
That's true. There is no they. You're not currently running against anyone.
No, but they sure think they are. Brad, what do you think? What are we watching here? This is obviously some kind of attempt to incite violence, maybe, or start some kind of fucking fist fight. What's the idea here?
It's just so ingenuine. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Disingenuous.
Yeah, disingenuous. Like that's what I think about it. Like these people don't. I just don't feel like there's this many people that listen to Charlie Kirk. Like just I don't. No. And now they're like holding candlelight vigils and doing these huge speeches. It just seems like so many theatrics for this when they're simply just trying to create a division because they're saying that it was, the other side's fault. We need to stop this and we need to rise up. They took your voice from you. When in reality, we know what happened for real. But either way, it's just ridiculous. Like the fact that I don't know, it's just all so disingenuous to me. The whole thing.
It is weird that they all know about him now. I feel like he only went to college campuses. Mm-hmm. It was mostly my generation talking to this man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All these old women they were interviewing on CNN going into the rally. They're like, Charlie spoke for me. You don't even know what he said.
Yeah.
Just you know that he said racist shit, right? Like all the time. Like his whole thing was racism, misogyny.
And now my 70-year-old great uncle's posting Charlie Kirk clips. Like, shut up, dude. Yeah, right.
Right. You didn't care.
It's hilarious when people tell me to watch the full clip. That's not what he said. Oh, did you watch it?
What he said is so much worse.
Yeah, please reiterate it for me then and tell me what he said then. If that's not exactly what he said verbatim,
right,
then please tell me what he said.
Listen, nothing about listening to more of Charlie Kirk makes him more likable. Believe that. And to say that is stupid too, because you don't understand even what Charlie Kirk's business model was. His long form podcast was not the important part of what he did. his fucking 20-second clips of him shouting over college kids was what made him money. That part where he was screaming over them and making it look like he was making a point. Like you only got that little clip. Like if you want to really watch, like go watch it a whole debate where like he actually gets fucking pwned by fucking everybody he ever talked to because he never made a fucking real point in his life. He was a liar on top of everything else, like a liar. So, I mean, everything that he said, talk about disingenuous, is disingenuous. His whole brand was disingenuous, and he chased the algorithm, and he chased hate, and he's not. And none of these people fucking know him. And every single person, it seems, every MAGA influencer seems to have gotten a text message from him just before he died, letting him know that their specific cause was the most important thing for Charlie Kirk. Everybody from Stephen Miller to Donald Trump, he was just fucking. His fingers were flying. He used the last of his strength to text Benjamin Netanyahu and let him know how important Israel was to him. You believe that for a fucking second? Benjamin Netanyahu has 6 times told us now that he definitely did not have anything to do with this shooting. And I was really like, boy, maybe like I don't really think that you did have anything to do with it, but now that you keep saying it, bro, now that you
Yeah,
keep saying it,
something about protesting too much or something.
something like that. Speaking of ridiculous, Jake, throw up this Fox News story that I sent you. This is like this I think summarizes it pretty well, but this is coming from their so-called news organization. Like this is their most legitimate looking source. Man of Steel. Charlie Kirk's body stopped a bullet that would typically just go through everything. It was an absolute miracle no one else was killed, his surgeon told TPUSA.
What? What is the purpose of this article?
To lie and lionize about Charlie Kirk and make him sound like a fucking superhero of some kind. His body was so much better than the average man's that a bullet that would normally go through a person was slowed by him and him alone, which we all know that the bullet hit the bulletproof vest and then went through his neck because we all saw the video about a 11,000 times whether we wanted to or not. So just an outright lie. But of course, there are people out there who read that, believe it, and then fucking take that to the bank. There are people that, liking him. There are people out there. There was a guy on my TikTok saying that Charlie Kirk died for our sins, and he kept repeating it. That was his whole video.
No, you didn't.
Oh, for no, for he absolutely fucking did.
Really?
And I make the mistake of commenting on these things, which is why I keep getting them. It's like a fuck. You can't swat at these things because then it's like, but I can't like not say how stupid you are.
This is some crazy wackadoodle time. This is like wackadoodle time, and
This
there's
is
so much of that. We're not the ones disgracing his death
no.
by doing all of this stuff behind it. I think this is much more disingenuous to someone's legacy than anything that anyone on the left has done.
There is
This is
nothing.
outrageous.
There's nothing that I could do that I can think of to be more disrespectful
And
than what they're doing.
studying Catholicism for the better half of my life, you never worship a false idol. And what are you doing right now? Calling someone else a savior and dying for your sins. That is straight damnation for you, sir.
Absolutely. I got
And it's
bad.
crazy because they say these things while actively under religious psychosis.
Yeah. Religious. I saw that term earlier today.
Really?
It is it's a real thing. It's a psychosis. It mirrors addiction. There was a book in prison about addiction, and it listed things that people use as addiction, and religion is a big one. They had a whole section on how religion can actually fuel the obsessive compulsive part of the addict's mind, and how people can actually get 100% addicted to a religion. And this is I mean, I think more than anything, like that's what we're seeing with MAGA. Like we are seeing a group of people addicted to this cult, and whatever it requires of them, that's what they're going to do. And if it means, attacking that's what they're going to do. This is fucking, it is so fucking weird out there right now. It's so weird.
Wackadoodle time.
Whack-a-doodle as fuck, bro. Oh my God. So Rapture on Tuesday. I'm gonna go to what we usually do. Let's get into our conspiracies. Mine is related to this, so we'll start with mine. Let's just smooth on transition down into this. And let's talk about Charlie Kirk shooter. Actually, I don't know. Do you guys want to see Erica uh Kirk's reaction to or forgiving the shooter? I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show it to you. All right, so this is Erica Kirk.
My husband, Charlie, he wanted to save young men, just like the one who took his life. On the cross, our Savior said, "Father, forgive them, for they not know what they do." That man, that young man, I forgive him.
Yeah. She was right. He was protecting straight white men.
They do like him young too.
They do.
That felt disingenuous. Now I'm going to
I
use
didn't want to say it
that'd be our
No,
best one for the day.
she's full of shit.
I didn't want to say it because she's grieving, but it didn't like it was like when I'm trying to like join in with the crowd to look sad too.
Yeah, that looks so forced. That looks so fucking forced. I mean, maybe it's genuine. I can't speak to how somebody is
And you know,
actually, but
when people
if
look up,
it,
it's a sign of lying. So
Oh, yeah.
her looking like this every time is a sign of lying. Psychology things.
yeah, I believe it because I believe that she was lying.
I appreciate that she at least came with a message of forgiveness because you know there were hillbillies in that crowd. They were like, "Hell no, Erica, we're going to get them."
Yeah,
Free girl.
for sure. That's what the old man's for. Bringing old Uncle Donnie to fucking
To rile him back up and make him hate people again.
right, throw a beer can at the wall and drop an M-bomb.
Yeah, you guys don't sound hateful enough. Let's get this fucking crowd going.
Yeah. We're not an awful fucking human being. Yeah, so that happened. I don't know. I'll reserve judgment, even though I already called her a liar.
So ruthless tonight.
Yeah, we're just working really hard at getting canceled, but you have to be like on before you can get canceled. So I think we're safe. Take a look at how MAGA treated this fucking poor little town in Arizona. This is the fucking crust they left behind.
This is what you come to my city for, to trash it? Come on, man. Respect my city.
What was that after?
Yeah, it was
Right
after.
now, it's Arizona.
That's them leaving.
The memorial?
Mm-hmm. That was the leftovers of them tailgating the memorial.
Oh. I didn't know you tailgated at your memorial.
I mean,
the thing.
Jake, this whole thing is literally just the trashy side of every Jimmy Buffett concert I've ever been to. How about this woman who's clearly never been to Los Angeles?
Looks like LA. I know. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we should have did.
LA doesn't look like that because they pick up their trash, recycle, clean
Ooh.
streets. But nice try. Nice try. It looks like the LA still shot that they used on Fox News from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. The dark alley with the fucking this weird masked man in the back of it. That Los Angeles.
Yeah, did you forget that Gavin Newsom hates homeless people? You're not about to let LA look like that.
Yeah, absolutely. The motherfucker. He doesn't just throw out the trash. He takes the people with it. It's like, get out. So yeah, no, we definitely have not. This is one podcast that has not forgotten who Gavin Newsom is, no matter how much he shit talks Trump. But keep shit talking. Well, let me stop you. All right. So this Charlie Kirk shooter thing is ridiculous. This alleged shooter, which it pisses me off so much how many people are not going with alleged. They're just saying the guy who did it, the guy who shot him. They're everybody. This is on left, right, every form of independent media. Everybody is just calling this kid the shooter. He is the alleged shooter. He is innocent until proven guilty. This actually is not good. If you care about this prosecution in any way, like you need people to quit trying him in public because this is gold for this defense attorney, especially to have people at the top. The people at the top, people like Pam Bondi and Kash Patel, they should fucking know better, but they don't, or they don't care. But they are literally giving this defense attorney everything. There's no way. You'd have to send this kid to fucking Taiwan to get an unbiased jury at this point. Like everybody is soured against him. Everybody thinks that he did it, and all because of what these fucking roasty text messages that are just fucking. I can't believe it came out too that they were doctored in some fashion. They were definitely doctored. They have no timestamp. They are curiously suspicious in the ways that they just tie all of the loose ends together, right? These messages are fake as fuck, in my opinion.
I already debunked the gun part. You can't. He did not stop in the woods to reassemble an entire rifle to ditch it.
So a gun person actually used a similar 30-06 and showed how it was actually impossible to do it in the amount of time alleged.
I am so smart. I don't even shoot guns.
It's just not possible. And then he was the thing with the clothes. He was arrested in the clothes that he was wearing in the video. Like the whole thing is just stinks to high fucking heaven. They used enhanced interrogation techniques on the alleged partner. That was according to Kash Patel.
What does that mean?
Torture. That's what it means.
We're allowed to do that?
Hey, what's allowed? You know? What's
Wait,
allowed?
torture is actually used as a thing still.
No, not supposed to be, but we've been using enhanced interrogation since, you were a baby, my friend.
What? Is it like the thing where like they put you on the wheel and they pull your arms and legs apart? Like, what do they do for torture?
No, I mean there's more
Honestly,
subtle
waterboarding. So much waterboarding.
So much waterboarding. It's so simple.
No, that is so sad.
Just a little paper towel and a bottle of water.
How old is the kid that they're in?
We don't know. We don't know anything about him because according to the text message, he should not talk to anybody and get a lawyer, or also because maybe he just doesn't fucking exist, or she doesn't exist because we don't really know if his boyfriend would dead name him and call him Lance, or if she was transitioned. The whole thing is strange and inconsistent. And then, the one consistent thing that we have is that these bullets and stuff, like everybody's like, not Groyper, not Groyper, not Groyper, not Fuentes, not Fuentes. But really, honestly, like the only thing that's making any sense is sort of this connection that Groypers have to they like to have male partners who are effeminate, not transitioning, just effeminate male partners who they like to dress up in video game costumes. And then there's the whole with lingerie underneath, I guess. Like that's what they're into.
Cosplay. That covers it.
Cosplay. Yes, thank you. I'm not hip. I'm learning these things slowly. Jake, you should probably be the one to take the lead on that sort of stuff because you're younger.
So you're saying that it was a feminine boy who likes to participate in cosplay and role playing.
That's what a lot of Fuentes' fans are into. Fuentes himself has a boyfriend. A boyfriend who wears cat ears around a lot, and so is potentially a full-on furry, maybe, or we don't know. I have no idea.
That doesn't mean it's furry, but yeah.
No, I know it doesn't. But the one meme is furry, and then
Yeah.
So, but whatever. Like, so there is definitely in that, but people are failing to talk about, and in a regular world, like the FBI would be explaining these things to people, is that there are corners of the internet where there is an alt-right who is very much into all of these things. it very much explains everything that this kid is about. Like there is explanations if this is true, because it's all alleged, in my opinion, right? But even if they were trying to like pin this on a trans person, they did a piss poor job of it, because none of this really points to anything, uh, except for, weird quarters of the internet where young men hang out. I don't want to call it weird because I don't want to yuck nobody's yum. Just
weird
corners of the internet that people hang out in. Like that's what it is. And those corners happen to coincide with some really alt-right, far-right, fascist shit like Nick Fuentes.
I think it's hard for them to put together that like it doesn't matter if your political party that people find enjoyment in expressionism.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that sounds very gay to the right-wing party, but it's not, because expressionism is just doing things that you enjoy to do that may be different. So like wearing cat ears and cosplay, that is not exclusive to one person or party
or party. There's certainly not party.
It's nothing to do with it.
In general, at that age, like these guys aren't wasting a lot of time listening to fucking Tim Miller on the Bulwark. You know what I mean? Like that's not what they're doing.
If I had to guess, most horse people are probably Republican. I just feel like that's if I have to label one, maybe that one. But I don't think it's right to just assume these things.
It's not. It isn't. And
there are young kids exploring parts, and unfortunately, they have the internet, which gives you a lot more options. But like, this is just kids being kids. Like that is nothing strange whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, where it gets dangerous is where they have people like Nick Fuentes out there, literally preying on these kids, just like Charlie Kirk, preying on these kids and their vulnerabilities. Like that's where they know where these kids stay. They know about this stuff because that's where they go to literally hunt them for their conservative causes. So it's just, to me, like I think what MAGA fails to understand here is that there is a part of the right that also doesn't like them.
Yes.
Like there's a part of the right that thinks
TikTok right now, actually. There's this post, it'll go around and it'll say like Republicans say something nice about liberals and stuff and be like, and like all the comments are like, I'm a Republican, but I'm not MAGA. It's finally making that like separation of like the MAGA and the Republican, because they are out there. It's nice to see that people are able to agree and they're complimenting each other, which is also like really crazy because you don't see that a lot. And it's like, we love how you guys are able to express yourselves and talk about things and how passionate you are about stuff. And like the liberals will comment on how they love the Republicans' family values and things like that, because it's all good. Because there are good on both sides. It's just like when you take it to this extreme, like fascism, and it gets a little too crazy, that's when it gets scary, and you're no longer a Republican, you're a fascist.
I think I can summarize what the linchpin that makes it wrong is the hate. It's when you bring in the hate and tell other people that there is any one thing that they can't be doing, then it becomes confrontational, then it becomes resistance, then it becomes a problem, right? Like you have to accept that just because you believe passionately that every person should be straight, white, and have 2.5 children does not mean that every person that you talk to is going to turn into a straight, white, 2.5 child family. It's not going to happen. Like you have to accept that other people exist and that they are allowed to exist and they're allowed to live the way that they want to live. That's all. You know what I mean? Like that's where it gets like, it's when you refuse to accept that other people can and do exist and live differently than you that things become a problem. So yeah, that's so here's the big new bombshell in the shooter thing. So there's a $1.1 million reward. It started off as $100,000 from the FBI, right? And then some donors put up $1 million more. So it became $1.1 million. And then, if you'll recall, the people who turned the shooter in was his family. Will his family receive the $1.1 million? Was his family paid to allegedly do this? That is a question that now stinks to high heaven as well. Go ahead, Jake. I can see
I've
you just
heard that the dad said that he would give it all to whatever her name's kids, if that is true. I did see that, but I didn't see anything about him keeping it. And I did hear it was a lot from that country singer that I absolutely despise because he is outwardly homophobic and it's disgusting.
Morgan Wallen.
That's the one. Yep.
Well, we'll have to wait and see because, if there's one thing that's true about Republicans is they say a lot of things and then don't do them.
Right. This is like something that he could say now and never do, and no one would ever go back and check on it.
Right. Exactly. So here's the ace in the hole, though. The guy who gave the a good portion of the money, Bill Ackman. Bill Ackman was the billionaire who was supposedly had sat down with Charlie Kirk to offer him money to talk more kindly about Israel.
Oh.
Brad's nodding his head. Brad likes that one. Brad loves that one.
Oh.
This
$150 million.
So the same guy instantly, just out of the blue, out of the goodness of his heart. I mean, you can look at this like, was it a guilty conscience, or is this how he gets his fucking shooter paid? Like, this is crazy, crazy, right? It's getting a little fucking deep, but what we do know is that we have an FBI that is completely incompetent, completely compromised. Guys, I don't know if we'll ever find anything out. I told you guys we talked about Tim Dillon before the show, and this is the clip. This is the clip.
We have to end with this ad, which is awkward. The Tim Dillon Show is sponsored by Palantir. Palantir, a brighter future is ahead. Palantir is here to...
This is the wrong one. Totally wrong one. The one I wanted, he says, things are going bad because some of the most liberal people I know are spending 16 hours straight listening to Candace Owens, which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is also funny. I'm gonna play this, and then we'll get to the next one.
We have to end with this ad, which is awkward. The Tim Dillon Show is sponsored by Palantir. Palantir, a brighter future is ahead. Palantir is here to help government and people exist together. Look at your neighbors. Do you love them? Well, you'll love them even more with Palantir. You'll know everything about them and you. Palantir will get involved in your communities and make them safer and stronger. God, we love Palantir. Alex Karp and Peter Thiel are proud to support the Tim Dillon Show. Are you concerned that Israel's rockets are not reaching their intended targets? Is that one of your big concerns? Here at the Tim Dillon Show, we want to remind you that Palantir is building a machinery that makes Israeli rockets efficiently fire at their Palestinian targets. Thank you, Alex Karp and Peter Thiel at Palantir, for sponsoring the show. Are you concerned that your Labubu has a listening device in it? We want to remind you that Palantir doesn't know anything about that. They have no idea about it. They just don't know about it. We don't know about it. Ah!
Not the Labubus.
Dude, did you just break and just go full Antifa? That would be so much fun.
Yeah, I don't agree with Candace Owens. Candace Owens is starting to agree with Brad.
Is
what's happening. Is that she's changing her tone.
Right.
To start to sound like a rational fucking person. I'm not like, oh, Candace Owens is the one. She's speaking truth. No, Brad's been speaking truth, and Candace Owens finally just agrees with it.
Yeah, I'm not even blowing our own horn to say that we have been ahead of a lot of things in the financial, all over the place with stuff, because we're not bought by anybody. We're just regular people who fucking read the news and apply some fucking common goddamn sense and just speak what the fuck we see, instead of fucking having to hear from, our attorney general friends or fucking friends in the media or somebody calling us and telling us what we're supposed to think or say. And it turns out that that's sometimes the easiest way to get to the truth. All right. Speaking of, Brad, go ahead. Conspiracy theory time.
Yeah, let's do mine. Go ahead and play the video I sent you, and we'll just go from there. Mine is on the term conspiracy theory.
Just generally conspiracy theory.
Yes.
Okay. Is this Tom Hanks's dad?
In 1967, there was a huge backlash against the Warren Commission report, and a lot of people weren't buying it. So the CIA came out with a dispatch, and it said that the people who don't believe in the Warren Commission, we're going to call them conspiracy theorists. And then it gave a number of rationales why conspiracy theorists are conspiracy theorists. The New York Times and the Washington Post use the word conspiracy theorist about once a year prior to that 1967 dispatch. But after that 1976-7 dispatch, the term conspiracy theory and conspiracy theorist just shot up exponentially in both papers. So people just automatically think of something, they go, oh, conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
They're drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
They have no idea that they're drinking the Kool-Aid.
Very interesting to see how easily people get sucked in.
Yeah, now I get yours.
Yes. So in the 1950s, Karl Popper started using the term conspiracy theories or conspiracy theorists during the time of like McCarthyism.
Yeah.
And then, like he said, the Warren Commission was on the JFK files and the handling of all that, and how one bullet magically pierced two different people a total of 7 times. Yes, the magic bullet theory. And people didn't believe that. So essentially they created...
What? They didn't believe that?
Yeah, and so essentially they created the term conspiracy theorists to make people that question government motives seem crazy. Like they were completely nuts for, not believing the government or the government story on things that happened. Like the JFK assassination, or the fact that they showed us that a fucking rocket ship made out of tinfoil and paper mache landed on the moon. Like, and now they call us conspiracy theorists for not believing in that, or that 6 terrorists took down the World Trade Center with their paper passports amongst the rubble. They call us conspiracy theorists because we question it, and they made conspiracy theorists a dirty word, essentially. Like they've demonized it to where if you question anything, you're just some crazy conspiracy theorist.
Right.
But they aren't. So it just like takes away from any story that you have outside of the general narrative that is pushed in front of our faces. Like by calling these things out, they label us as conspiracy theorists, and then it devalues what we're saying, essentially. And they did it on purpose because, like I said, the government lies to us all the time, and they thought that this was a way to devalue our questioning of what they're doing to us. And we're seeing it more than ever. Like right now, we're conspiracy theorists if we say that 22-year-old kid wasn't the shooter. You know what I mean? I'm a conspiracy theorist if I say that there's just some inconsistencies of that story that aren't adding up. That, there's inconsistencies to 9/11. There's inconsistencies to so many things, like how we called the moon from a landline. Like, and we haven't been back since, but we're not talking about the moon yet.
The weakest one. It's the weakest one.
Yeah. Conspiracy theorists are real, and some of this stuff ends up being true. Like, it's been proven that it's true.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the wilder parts of the Epstein files are starting to look like they might be true.
Right.
It got lost, but it gets lost in some fucking crazy stuff. But like often there's more than a kernel of truth to these things. I always talk about the kernel of truth. I always talk about the kernel of truth, but sometimes there's more than a kernel.
Yeah. So that's mine, short and brief, but just how the government has tried to demonize the word conspiracy theorist.
That is so true.
Yep.
I dig it. And so important because like you're seeing it happen right now, and people are so afraid of being called conspiracy theorists that they're going out of their way to make this kid the killer and to like legitimize the evidence before it's even been presented to a grand jury. Like, what the fuck are we even doing here?
And then you have to tiptoe around it because a person lost their life. So like to question the story you're being told when it comes to someone's life, people are like, you're heartless. And well, no, I just don't believe it. I just don't believe that kid did it.
Yeah.
But no one batted an eye when the trans kid shot the school. everyone was allowed to talk about that one. Everybody was just allowed to say whatever they want, but those kids lost their lives too. And no one gave them a moment of silence.
Yep. Which is why I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can start. We can when we start equal application of fucking empathy. Then we can have some fucking.
Right.
But like until then, like I'm sorry. I'm way less sorry about Charlie Kirk than I am about the hundreds of kids that witness and experience and die from school shootings every single motherfucking year.
Agreed.
Yeah. And if that's controversial, fucking go back to church and talk to your fucking God about it, because there's something fucking there's a broken line of communication there somewhere. Tell you that
One
right.
thing done the best with is climate change.
And that one's unbelievable.
That one like a fiddle.
Yeah, people were like literally walking in salt water somewhere in fucking middle of Ohio, and they're like, "This ain't real."
Has it rained in 47 days? And they're like, this is normal.
This is normal, completely normal. Yeah,
our things have completely shifted, but no one cares.
Nobody gives a fuck. It's just a polar bear in fucking central Montana, but hey, everything's okay. Anyway. All right. Well, that's a good one, Brad. Honestly, I like that. I like that. All right, Jake, hit us. Oh, you want the video? Did you want the video?
No, don't bring that out yet. I'll give you a
Okay.
First off, mine is that Katy Perry is actually John Bennett Ramsey.
This is the Katy Perry theory?
Yeah, out of all the Katy Perrys, the one she's a robot, that's everything, but this one, let's just say, okay, Katy Perry, she didn't rise to fame until 2008, mind you. 2008 when her song I Kissed a Girl was released.
Yeah.
That's when Katy Perry hit the map. But she was hidden for that many years. And the biggest thing these people have with it is, oh, well, their birth dates don't add up. Obviously, their birth dates don't fucking add up. Because if her parents who replaced her or just made her go away, obviously they're going to pick a different birth date. Because if they pick the same fucking birthday, they're going to be like, oh, definitely. Like, come on. Like, obviously, you're going to pick a different time. The other crazy thing, before we get to the lookalikes, which is the craziest part, in 2006, Katy Perry tweeted some lyrics from God Bless America, which is the song that John Bennett Ramsey sang every pageant she was in.
I mean,
weird, huh?
It's getting deep.
And also weird is neither of the families have spoken out about it. Now let's get into the family photos. These are crazy. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Giving Jake half producer power may backfire.
So here's Katy Perry and her parents. And I wish I could do side by sides. That's okay. Here's John Bennett's parents.
Wow.
Now I'm going to show you two baby photos. Just look at the babies. Okay. Who's that?
Katy Perry.
Okay. Well, isn't that also just Katy Perry?
I would assume just because the photograph is different that one's supposed to be John Bennett Ramsey, right? Because that's her mom.
Yes, that's her mom.
Yeah.
But isn't that insane? The same hat? Who the hell buys
I didn't even notice that part.
What?
I didn't even notice that part.
Look at here's Katy Perry's hat again. Look. Who? Two fashion faux pas and the same? No way that someone put two different babies through that.
I mean, babies go through some fashion faux pas.
Look at them side by side. The same smile lines, the same eyebrows, and the same color eyes. That's insane.
The cheekbones are very similar, but Katy Perry's nose has more of a downward angle on it.
Because she's looking down. And also, she's a celebrity, and if you don't think nose jobs are a very popular thing,
I don't know why you would make it longer.
I'm just saying. Well, her parents probably made her longer because they wanted to hide the fact that
It wasn't.
they.
So it's all to prove that it wasn't her.
Well, I think the family hid her to make sure that when she rose to fame, it would go big. Like they knew that their child was a star, but they knew she wasn't ready or some weird shit. You know, people are weird. You can't put it
No
past
argument here.
people. Yeah, people are weird.
Pageant parents are the strangest.
Exactly. And for if they knew that their child wasn't gonna peak yet, I wouldn't put it past them to hide it for a little bit. If you ever watched Toddlers and Tiaras,
No, no.
oh goodness, those parents would probably do the same thing if they could. Go ahead and play the video and watch her grow up.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. Good.
Watch her grow up.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Where we at? John Bonet.
It didn't even change the facial structure.
Oh man.
Jesus. This one is oh my God.
It was John's idea to use the AI clips. It was all John's idea. If you're watching this, John was like, use the AI clips.
Yeah, I was like, I just have photos. And he's like, no,
we want the AI.
That is absolutely untrue. I fucking said no AI. I said no conspiracy theories. I said no conspiracy theories. I said no AI. You said what you give me is an AI version of John Benet Perry.
You said, do you have any evidence? I said, no, not really. And he's like, oh, do you see this AI video yet, though? And I said, oh, shit.
How many people are without clean drinking water now? How many?
Oh, my goodness.
My electric bill through the roof so you can watch fucking John Benet Ramsey turn into Katy Perry. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't buy this one. I just don't. That seems elaborate for no reason. Like she could have just been famous.
Yeah, I think we know what might have happened. Again, we don't necessarily agree with all these conspiracy theories. We just bring up conspiracy theories.
Just bring them out.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, except for the birds aren't real. We know the birds aren't real.
We know the birds. The one I kind of really don't believe, I don't care whatever you said, the moon landing was fucking fake.
Yeah, buddy.
That one,
I'm gonna do that one. I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
You'd never convince me otherwise.
I'm in the back.
It's been so
no shot.
Thoroughly debunked. Thoroughly.
Yeah, by who? The government?
Oh.
I don't know. Does fucking Mythbusters work for the government? Are they a wing of the fucking CIA?
Did they go up there?
I'm gonna bring the Mythbuster clips when I do it. Just to disprove them.
Went to the moon, then Mythbusters busted it. They did not bust anything.
Until you see them on the moon, it's a farce.
Yeah. You bust that myth when they get back on the moon.
Yeah.
We spend like 1/1,000,000th of what we spent in the 1960s in today's money on landing on the moon or anywhere else for that matter. We just don't spend the money. We give it all to fucking private companies to blow up rockets on fucking airfields. That's why. Privatizing space is why we're not in fucking space.
Or conspiracy. Or
it's the firmament from the flat Earth.
And I'm going and I can't.
They didn't do it in the first place, so they're not going to waste their money by putting more money into the program.
And when you do that, is the day that we will be talking about the actual and real conspiracy that exists in this fucking world and the thing that causes all of the problems.
What's that?
Capitalism.
Capitalism. Yeah, they tried to go to the moon once, hit the firmament, cut funding.
No, what happened? They hit the moon, and people were like, "Oh, I want a piece of that," and people kept fucking and private business. Yep.
Now they give Elon billions of dollars and send fireworks over the ocean.
1,000%. Hey, can you throw some more trash into the fucking stratosphere and then like dump the rest of it in the ocean? Thanks. So helpful. What I really need is a lousy internet connection for my cell phone. I know the hard wire is faster, but I like to get mine from space. Tell me again about how we can't use solar panels because of clouds, but fucking space satellites are fucking a good idea. All right. Enough. That's good.
Yep.
That's good.
You got me riled up with that last one.
Hell yeah. I could tell you guys are very passionate about the moon landing. I can't wait to have this episode.
Oh God. You better bring your fucking notebook, John.
Mm-hmm.
It's always here.
All right, good.
You're gonna need a fresh one.
All right. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, guys. Like, subscribe on YouTube. Please help us push out into the algorithm. Also, you can check us out on Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. Yeah. Till next time, I'm John.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Brad.
And that's what's left.
You cannot be pro-life and pro-Israel.
Mm-hmm.